Hi there, I'm Laura McHarrie at The Hidden Edge with another tea break tip on how to use business models and tools to help you manage your growing business. And today we're looking at Cloyd's governance model and Goleman's emotional intelligence, both really useful for considering how you would use a non-exec director to support your business. Individual and family-owned businesses are vital to the economy. If you're a founder, you understand how important the company's success is to your own personal financial well-being. And small businesses are becoming more interested in governance now than they were, say, a decade or so ago. Many adding a non-executive to their boards and benefiting from the external perspective of a business mentor. So let's start off by having a look at Cloyd's family business board model. And as you can see here, the center of this model is the business itself, the family business itself. But there are other board descriptions or types of boards depending on where your business is and really what works for you. The compliance board is where the company has only the founder on its board, the director that has incorporated the business. In the early stages, a founder-led company, this is the best fit because the founder is much more focused on building the business than on its governance. The insider board, such a board often includes family members or members of the senior management as the business has started to grow. This can better involve the family in the business and help with succession planning and introduce additional perspectives to board discussions. The insider board may be created by the founder who may no longer wish to be the CEO. That said, he or she will still retain decision-making authority. The inner circle board, this type of board allows the founder or owner to add directors that he or she knows well. These may include an accountant, a lawyer, or other business professionals that has guided or influenced the company in the past, or it could be the founder's close friends. These directors may bring skills or experience to the board that are otherwise missing and may be in a position to challenge the founders in a positive way. The quasi-independent board, this level introduces outside independent directors who have no other tie to the company apart from their role as a director. These directors introduce objectivity and accountability to the board, and they expect their input to be respected. Board processes and policies will likely to become more formalized with outside independent directors on board. The number of committees may well increase, but this outermost ring on the family business corporate governance model is the most similar to the government governance at a public company. Although it's not a concern per se, we often hear that founders don't need a board because they already know what's right for their company. However, there could become a time where you find a new situation where you're less certain about which direction to take. And an established board that understands your business may help you to respond to such challenges with sound advice, perspective, and with emotional intelligence. And that brings us on very neatly to Goleman's emotional intelligence. Daniel Goleman did a lot of work in the 1990s on emotional intelligence, EI for short, and he popularized the idea that it's not sufficient for mentors to have high IQ and be technically skilled. If they want to win the hearts and minds of the rest of the board, they also need to be emotionally intelligent. Goleman identified 5 characteristics that mentors needed to develop if they were to be successful. They are self-awareness, empathy, self-regulation, social skills and motivation. Self-awareness. Mentors must recognise their own emotional states and the impact of their emotions that their emotions can have on others. Empathy. Mentors need to identify with and understand other people's feelings when making decisions. Self-regulation. Mentors must control their emotions and impulses and be able to adapt to changing circumstances. Social skills. Mentors need to manage relationships, influence people, and encourage them to move in the direction that they have identified. Motivation. Mentors must develop their own source of intrinsic motivation. They can't rely on external rewards to motivate them. Achievement of goals will provide the ultimate satisfaction. Goleman believes that possessing self-awareness and an understanding of others can make an individual both a better person and a better mentor. I highly recommend that you look at the McHarrie's window exercise in order to make the most of your self-awareness and recognizing the and understanding other people that you're communicating with. A couple of other things you might want to do, and that is to keep a reflective diary. This doesn't have to be crazy proportions, but jotting down any key incidents that took place in the day and what you did and why you did it can have quite an interesting opportunity to review how you might have done things differently. It's important to look at situation from the other person's perspective, and this reflective diary helps you to do that. Take time to listen attentively to other people's points of view and urge keep the urge from jumping in and making rushed or emotional decisions, because actually their viewpoint is their perspective. It might be worth looking at this model to give you a framework for discussing with your new non-exec directors or your board mentors to discuss how they behave and what you expect of them, and similarly how you would expect yourself to behave and what they can expect from you. So there you have a simple explanation of the different types of boards that you might have as a small business, and Goleman's emotional intelligence as to how you might make your board work for you. So that's it from me. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your tea break.